Is this person named Majesty?
Majesty.
Majesty? Is that a real name?
I don't know. I think so.
Is that kind of holy?
He might be a Hebrew Israelite or something,
Oh, Lord.
or maybe something else.
It's Majesty?
Majesty.
Majesty.
Hello?
Majesty.
Hello?
Thank you for calling. First time call out of Harlem, New York.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Majesty.
Is that your real name?
Yeah, that's my birth name. My father's name is Majesty.
Come back to your phone.
Hello?
Come up to your phone. Are you on a speakerphone or something?
No, I'm on a regular phone. Can you hear me now?
I can't. You don't have an Obama phone, do you?
No, I have an iPhone.
Right on, buddy. And so why did your father name you that? What does that mean?
Majesty is spelled Majahsty. He was a Rastafarian, I believe. So he put the Jah in the middle of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm a Christian. I'm a diehard Christian.
Right on. Well, thank you for calling. Go ahead.
No problem. I love you, Jesse. I got your book and you signed it for me, and I appreciated that.
You're welcome, man. Absolutely
Yeah, I
welcome.
just wanted to answer your biblical question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that blacks have this false reality of themselves from thinking that they're superior because they're self-destructive and that they have nothing to lose. And so they impose that on whites, I feel, and on society, with the inappropriate behavior that they display in public.
That is deep. No wonder your daddy gave you that name. That is so deep and so true, man.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, and I see it a lot in my community.
Hold on for me. Let me take a break. Hold on. When you tell your friends and family members they're in Harlem, New York, and around wherever you go, how do they respond to you? Because you're absolutely right in what you're saying.
Oh, they usually blame it on slavery, or they blame it on the conditions that they have been born into. They usually look at why they're in it, and they don't look at why to change it, or they usually just get mad at what I'm saying.
That's amazing.
How it usually goes down. They just get mad at it. But I have disconnected myself from a lot of my friends because they just, they can't see that it's not about racism. It's about the character of the person.
Yes.
And I think, that's why they teach us about Martin Luther King in school, because of that message solely, was supposed to speak to this nation about, it's about character. It's not about the show of racism anymore. It's about forgiving. And out here in New York,
come back to your phone.
Out here in New York is very different because you have so many doctrines being spread about, different ideologies about getting away from God. And it's all filled with rage and anger. And if it's not of God, I think it's of nothing. And this is what's being put into people's heads.
Amazing. DJ called just before you, and he's mentioned that his family members and others are abandoning him, and because he's telling the truth. But he said his father is sticking beside him. And I was thinking during the break, if as long as he has his father with him, he'll be fine. Because to have the love and support of your father, there's nothing greater than that.
Yeah, I wish I had that. I never knew my father. I mean, I knew him when I was younger, but that stopped out of nowhere. And I asked my mother about it, but she never really gave me a clear answer.
Amazing. How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Wow. And she won't tell you where he is or anything?
Yeah, now she doesn't know. It's been years since, any contact. But when I was young, I remember asking, and she used to get upset. And I remember I used to, get in trouble for asking, or, she used to retaliate.
Wow.
So I stopped asking for a while.
Mm-hmm. And she would retaliate in what way? What would she do?
She'll make a scene in public, as if I did something in public that would upset her, or she'll discipline me by beating me. I grew up with getting beaten.
Wow.
Because she was a single mother, so I understand that. And I was a wild child as a boy. But
because you
I thought it was because I was asking my father. I was asking about my father.
Yes. And so,
Yeah, but like after I stopped asking about him, I think the whooping stopped. But she was like always blaming me for asking about him because like she'll tell me he wouldn't do nothing for me. But I remember like from reading your book, I remember when you were saying about how you would feel when you was with your father, and I remember being with my father like that, and I used to feel the same way.
yes.
And so I used to be happy with my father.
Come back to your phone. Come back to your phone.
You know, I have very bad connection in my house.
Yeah.
Apologize for that.
No problem. When my father would come around and I was with him, it was like being with God. I would see myself in him, and
Yeah.
I saw that I was a reflection of my father. And I have to tell you, there's nothing no greater than that. And then when he would leave, that reflection would leave as well. And this is for boys and girls. And so for mothers who turn their children away from their fathers, who get angry when the kids ask for their fathers, they are evil women. They're pure evil. They would destroy the souls of their own children in order to try to hurt the father. That's evil.
Yeah. It was really crazy growing up, but I overcame all that.
Did you forgive her?
Yeah, I actually forgave her recently because I wanted to ask you something because I remember you saying about moving out, and my mom's actually the one who moved out.
So you live by yourself now?
Yeah, I live by myself in an apartment, and she like left a whole box of photos of like my father. Like I haven't seen these pictures like ever before that I could remember, and I look like exactly like him, like identical.
Wow. And so I'm glad she's moved out because you should be on your own. But I want to encourage you to try to find your father. She knows more than what she's telling you. She has to know.
I believe so.
No, she does. She has to know his family, unless she was like, just met him one night at a bar or something, had sex with him and never saw him again.
No, because I have a sister. Me and my sister got the same father.
Well, she knows who he is. So I want you to tell your mother that she's evil for not telling you who your father is, and that she should be ashamed.
Oh, that's a big step there.
But you got to do it because that's what it is. To not tell you how to find your father is trying to keep you away from God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's evil. And I can sense that you really want to see him again. And so just let her know.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah. Let her know, you know what? You're evil for not telling me how to find my father, because she knows if she has 2 children with him, she knows his family, she knows somebody that his friends. So I want you to tell her.
My mom, she even disconnected herself from her whole family.
We'll talk to her and to ask her again to tell her if she has any love in her at all, she would tell you how to find your father, at least somebody that knows him, all right? And let me know how that goes.
Yes, I appreciate that, Jesse.
And make sure you go and forgive her for what she's done to you, too.
I should forgive her again?
Oh, you already done it?
Yeah, I did that a couple when she moved out.
Oh, okay.
I forgave her because it was a hard situation.
Okay,
and
no,
I've been feeling better about my life and myself.
That's right.
Just, that's the only thing I really need is like.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. So, Majesty, you said your father gave you your name, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. And then,
right? I be saying the same thing.
That is amazing, man. No wonder you love that name. I don't blame you.
And I got his last name, too.
Amazing. I don't have my father's last name. And as a child growing up, I used to just privately call myself Jesse Brooks. Jesse Lee Brooks.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think the world understands the impact that it has on the souls of boys and girls, men and women, when they are separated from their fathers. I don't think they really understand how that separates you from God and the impact on your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I've seen it my whole life. I was always looking for it in other men. I was looking for it in like great people I heard about, like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. So I was always like trying to idolize those people, and it just wasn't working. I was just like, I need to know my real father.
Yep. It's not. You can't get it from any other man. You can't get it from a mentor. You can't get it from a stepfather. You can't get it from granddaddy. You can't. You can only get it by reconnecting with your earthly father. That's the only way that soul will be fulfilled. Nobody else can take the place. That's why I tell people, don't get married if you have young children and you should divorce, God forbid. Don't bring in a step parent because it does not work. It doesn't satisfy the soul.
Yeah, because I had step parents. I had a great stepdad.
Yeah.
Taught me baseball, taught me, how to control my anger, but I just didn't respect him because he just wasn't my father.
That's right. I had a stepfather that was a good man too, really good man, but I didn't accept him. He wasn't my father. It was like trying to put on a pair of shoes that doesn't fit. It didn't work.
Yeah, it wasn't my style.
Right. It just didn't work. So two quick things. So you forgave your mother. You went to her, forgave her, and that's why she moved out?
No, she then wanted to move out, but it was a custody battle with the house because she wanted to kick me out because I went away to training school to go get a plumbing certificate.
Yeah.
But I was paying rent here for a long time. I was paying rent for 6 years. I started working at 18, and when I left, she had to pay the rent alone. So I think
come back. I'm sorry, but come back to your phone, buddy.
All right, yeah. So when I was paying rent, I was working a job. I was paying rent with my mother. She was, teaching me how to be responsible. But as I was paying rent, I found out, I was paying more than what was needed. So I quit my job. I went to Canada. I went to Job Corps, got a trade cert in plumbing. I got my diploma. And then when I came back, she told me that she took me off the lease and that I had to move out because she was going to give this to my sister. And me and my sister don't get along because I always favor my father and she favored my mother. So it was a tough battle and everything. But, they let me have the apartment and my sister moved with my mother and I'm here in Harlem.
Hallelujah. You are something else, man. That is an amazing story.
Yeah, man. I don't fight. I didn't fight with them. They called the police on me a number of times. I never got arrested. The police was very understanding of the situation. They just said you can't win the house battle. You're gonna have to leave.
You said they called the police and what?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I went to court about it. Went to tenant court. Went to civil court because my sister put a custody order on me because she tried to portray me as being violent. And I remained myself. The case was dismissed, and she wanted to kick me out on her own terms. But I've been living here for 11 years, so you just can't kick someone out because
right.
You're emotional. So she ended up giving up the fight, and she moved in with my mother. And I'm here now. I'm taking care of this apartment.
Wow, this is why I tell people who are on the side of good, you got to fight back. You just can't give up or be afraid. When you're right, whenever you are right and you're fighting back, you're going to win. And just enjoy.
And I got to thank you, Jesse, because I don't think that would have worked if I wasn't doing the silent prayer.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't think none of that would have worked because every time, I got triggered, I remained silent. I didn't say anything. I didn't react. I didn't think anything. I just let things work itself out, and it always did.
Wow. The silent prayer, I highly recommend it, folks. I'm telling you, silentprayer.video. So, Majesty, here's what I recommend. I got to run. I want you to find your father, but I want you to keep in touch with me and let me know how it goes.
Oh, most definitely.
You are something else, boy.
Hey, I get it from you, man.
I hope to meet you one day and shake your hand, all right?
Hey, man, I would love to meet you.
What I'm going to do next time I'm in New York, I'll let you know for sure.
Okay, that'll be great, sir.
If we haven't met before that. God bless you, man, and call me again.
God bless you too, Jesse. I want to thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too, buddy. Amazing. Amazing. It's okay to be a man. Really. Be a man.